Alright, so today is our session on thankful trees. As you can see, I have an example of a thankful tree here, and I'm going to go over some of the supplies that you need for this thankful tree. And I'm going to process with you how to use it in a counseling session. So a couple of supplies you need are some leaves to be able to actually put on your tree. You need some sort of string. It can be yarn, it can be twine, it can be any kind of string that you have on hand. And then you need a writing utensil. And so I've already created my thankful leaves just so I could demonstrate for you and utilize time wisely. And so on each of these leaves, what you want to do is you want to ask your client just some things that they are thankful for. And so you have them write them down on the leaves like I've done. And some examples that I have are different family members. I've got, for example, I've got my husband's name, I've got my two sons' names, and then I have some other things. Thankful for food. Some things that are, I guess, a little bit less obvious. I'm thankful for food. Not everybody has food, and so I want to say that I'm thankful for food. I've got, this is my son's name, and so stick it up there. Then I've got our home. I'm thankful for our home, and so I'll write that on one and stick it on the tree. And so with this, we've got the opportunity to process it. So how do we use this for an actual counseling session? How do we put purpose in this? Well, as your client is writing down each of these things that they're thankful for, you could ask them, talk to them, why are they thankful for food? My reason for being thankful for food may not be the same as their reason for being thankful for food. For example, you may meet with them and they say, well, I'm thankful for food because when I was little, my mom struggled to have a job, and therefore we didn't always have food. We didn't always have food on the table, and so I'm thankful for it when we do have it. I'm thankful for my husband. Let's talk about why you're thankful for your husband. And you may be thankful because they are there to support you and they encourage you. And so as I'm processing that, we can learn more about things that are going on in their family, going on in their life, and stuff like that. And so this is another way to, during this time of Thanksgiving, November is known for Thanksgiving and fall. Sometimes it's hard to spend time with family. And so this is an opportunity to think about the things that we can be thankful for, things that we can be excited about, things that we can enjoy. And also process some of the hard things. The big thing is by looking at some of the good things, we can process some of the hard things and replace some of the hard memories with good memories. And so this is one example of a thankful tree. A couple other examples that you can use, with less supplies. You can use, crayon and paper. Have your client draw a tree. Whatever tree they'd like to. It can be a stick tree. And then they could draw leaves. And on each of the leaves, they can write what they're thankful for. Another example is using construction paper. They can cut out a trunk of a tree with limbs. And they can use the limbs and make those, they can make different limbs. And they can also cut out leaves that are different colors. So those are two additional examples of a thankful tree. This is a little bit more elaborate. I just actually used this in a group that I was a part of, and I thought it was a great example to be able to also use it as an opportunity to display it in our home. So as we walk by it or as we sit at the table, we can talk about things that we're thankful for. It's also a reminder, a visual reminder of things that I'm thankful for, maybe not even in the moment. I may not always be as thankful for my little boys because maybe I'm frustrated that day, or they're not having a good day, and so I may not be thankful for them in that moment. So when I see my tree, I can remind myself that I really am thankful for them because they bring smiles to my face because they're mine. And so these are just some examples of utilizing a thankful tree. If you have some that you've made, go ahead and leave them in the comments. If you want to talk about what you might put on your thankful tree, please put those in the comments. But this is just an example, and so maybe you'll be able to use it and be able to help your clients.